Hey everybody, this is RetroSpecter. I hope you guys are having a good day today. I'm here to talk to you guys today about some stuff regarding RetroSpecter Part 2 and the future of this YouTube channel. Now, for the past year, it's been a lot of original character content due to the mod kind of flourishing and me being able to kind of express these characters in a way that I never thought would even be a possibility. However, I know a lot of you either don't care about the OC stuff or that's not what you originally subscribed for. So I'm here today to make an official announcement that I will be kind of going back to the original RetroSpecter formula. You will be seeing you'll still be seeing OC stuff, but you'll be seeing kind of like standard retro remixes like you used to. And I'm not talking about just FNF. I've been doing FNF stuff for a year and a half now, and I'm going to be 100% honest, I'm pretty burnt out on it. So you can kind of expect remixes from other games and stuff like that. However, like I said before, OC stuff isn't going anywhere. It's going to be a nice mixture of both. I'm going to try to get like one non-FNF remix out a month, one like original song out a month, so, something like that. I'll figure it out. It's not set in stone yet, but yeah. Now on to Verse Retro Part 2. Before you freak out or anything like that, it is not canceled. However, I don't think putting a Q1 2023 date on it was a good idea, because we haven't done a whole lot of stuff for Part 2 after Icebreaker. I kind of needed like a month to recharge. It's already been a month, which is crazy to me. We did get a patch, which is out at the time of this video. So it's a patch that fixes a lot of bugs that 1.75 had. So if you had any issues or bugs, I definitely recommend going to download that. The source code and FLA files are also public now. Apologize for the source code taking so long, kind of just forgot about it with 1.5. But yeah, that is all available on Game Banana, link in the description. Now anyways, as for Part 2 itself, I need to talk to you guys about something really important. This kind of goes into like expectations and what people kind of expect from a mod that's taken this long. Now you might think, oh hey, Retro's taken so long to release Part 2. That must mean he's adding a ton of stuff, right? Like multiple phases for every character, every sin. No, that is not accurate. I'm going to talk to you guys today about what will be in Verse Retro Part 2. I need you guys to listen. So Verse Retro Part 2 will have Phase 3. That will have new mechanics, cutscenes, everything, the works. Now, we're also adding the other sins to Part 2. However, none of the other sins will have new phases in the mod. They'll have new phases eventually whenever me or my friend can design some, but they're not going to be in the mod. Pride, Isurius, Gluttony, Insatiation, Hive Mind, Greed, Envy, Atrocian, and Sloth, Dozer. They will be in the mod. They're only going to have one song. No mechanics. They will have new backgrounds and one song each. Think of it like the FNF entity demo. Aldrix, Nakusa, Solazar, they all had one song with a new background. That is what the sins are going to have. So they're not going to have new mechanics. I need to make that clear. With all this like crazy expectations people now have due to like mods, like insane mods like Indie Cross and stuff, I just need to kind of let people know, like, please lower your expectations. A lot of this is paid work. I would say it's just me and a few friends that are still passionate about this, but everyone else we hire are for the most part just doing it because it's commission, right? It's like commissioning any other artist. When you commission an artist, sometimes it can take months to get your commission. And that's kind of the case with Verse Retro Part 2. I've waited over a year now for a background for one of the characters. So I just need people to be aware of that. So you're still going to get like, I don't know, maybe 7 to 10 songs in this update, but it is not nearly, it's not going to be as nearly big as Indie Cross or Versus Imposter V4 or Hotline 024. Like, I need people to realize that I'm just one guy. I only have so much money. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So that's what you can expect in Verse Retro Part 2. It will release sometime next year. But I hope you guys understand that, and your expectations are a little lowered. So with that being said, I also wanted to talk to you guys about just like why I am doing this, kind of like shifting stuff. Aside from being, you know, like I said before, I'm kind of just tired of FNF. I've been doing it for a year and a half. It feels like, I'm gonna be 100% honest, and I don't mean to like victimize myself or anything like that. I don't feel very welcome in this community. I never really have. It did feel like the few times people were nice to me, it was just because I had a big subscriber count and they kind of wanted to leech off of that. So another reason, like recently actually, I heard for Icebreaker, there was somebody out there that thought I made the update solely to sell Berserker retro plushies, even though that was like a huge birthday gift for my boyfriend. And the Corruptro thing, like that was something we've had sprites for since like December of last year. It's like, you're really gonna think that it's a freaking like a shilling thing for play? Like, okay. But anyways, like the more stuff I hear about me and the mod, like with that kind of stuff, and like hearing people say my mod is corporate and stuff, the less I want to work on it. You know what I mean? Like if I cared about like corporate shit, I wouldn't be working on an OC mod. OC mods have clearly gone out the door. They have been gone for a long time. And just to clarify, I know there are still OC mods out there. I'm talking about people giving them attention. Nowadays, it's all just like creepypasta mods and what mod can make people shit their pants the most, which is fine. I have nothing against those mods. I know how much time and effort and passion are behind some of those, but OC mods, I'm just going to be real. They're not what they used to be. Compare like Garcello and Sarventi and stuff to like any new OC mod. You're not going to see that amount of like passion and love for those kinds of mods anymore like you used to. And it's really a shame. I know a lot of this has to do with like the game FNF itself kind of, you know, dying down a bit, but it's really sad to see. OC mods are the reason why Verse Retro exists in the first place. And I just want to say, this isn't me like, oh, I'm leaving the community, because like I hate when people do that shit. Like, if you're gonna leave a community, just do it. You don't have to announce it. But I'm definitely going to be doing more stuff than just FNF now, because I'm kind of tired of it. And I'm a little tired of how some of the community treats me. So I'm not leaving per se, but I am going to start branching out. I've already started working on a Splatoon 3 remix. I hope you guys like it. I really like how it sounds so far. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. My whole point is, please lower your expectations for part 2. Expect more stuff than just FNF on the channel. And FNF community is not good. Okay. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. One last thing before I end this video. I did want to mention that I do have a Patreon. I'm going to start using it to tease Verse Retro sprites and art and stuff early, so I can at least make some of the money I've spent on this mod back in some way, shape, or form. If you would like to contribute to that, there's a link in the description. I will probably release teasers a week early before making them public, maybe once or twice a month. So I'm not like in dire financial need or anything like that, but you know, with FNF hype dying, so does the YouTube channel, and that doesn't mean commissions go down as well. Commissions stay the same price. So if you can even just afford to donate $1 a month through Patreon, it would help me out a lot. So like I said before, link in the description. But anyways, thanks so much for listening. I will see you guys next weekend for a new remix. You guys take care. Have a good weekend.